Hey, Hippie Magica here. So today's video is about how to increase your frequency permanently and how to attract your specific person faster by doing these three things. So number one is stop watching sad TV shows, sad movies, sad anything on TV. So I grew up in Mexico as a kid, and the first thing that I watched and remember watching was soap operas, Mexican soap operas. And they're very dramatic. I don't know if you've ever seen one, but dramatic, there's always something wrong with love relationships, like you can just use your imagination, being cheated on, betrayed, if the couple is too happy, then something bad is mean to happen. So, I grew up watching that until my late teens or early 20s. And then because of college, I stopped watching that, and my life changed. And then after I graduated, I went back to my parents' home, I got a job, and I started watching soap operas again because that's what my mom watches. But when I started my self-love journey, I decided to stop watching soap operas, to stop watching movies that, related to any type of negative connotation to love, or any, negative experiences about love. That included TV shows, everything. I pretty much stopped watching any kind of TV, except when my siblings would insist on me going to the movies and watching a movie, the latest movie, which was like once every 3 or 4 months. So stop watching any kind of, addicting TV shows that, only show sad experiences and that get it more into your subconscious. So the solution is to remove all those ideas and traumas about love, that love is it's not meant for everyone, that love is a trap, that love doesn't exist. So by removing the TV, you're doing a huge favor to your brain and to yourself, and to start, beginning that self-love journey to believing that love is good, that love exists, that you deserve love, that you're love worthy. So that's step number one. Step number two is stop listening to the radio. Stop following social media people that talk bad about love. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Unfollow people who are depressed, who are victimized, who blame the other person for their problems. Stop unfollowing people who share memes on love, sad ideas about love. Is very toxic, and it's very addicting too, because you resonate with those, you feel connected to those, but you don't want to feel connected anymore. You want to change your energy, you want to change your frequency so you can attract new things. And it's painful, in the beginning, because you're very addicted. So you want to keep looking at these. You want to keep connecting with these, negative emotions, negative feelings, negative, people. But if you truly want to change your life and you want to attract a specific person, you need to remove this energy sucker, that is not allowing you to change, because in your subconscious you take in everything that you see and that you hear. So to reprogram your mind, you need to feed it new content. So that's step number two, change the people that you follow. Stop listening to negative radio, negative music, sad songs. Stop listening to that. It's, it feels very good to feel to those sad songs, but start listening to happy songs, to good songs, songs that have a positive view about love. And lastly, step number three, which is probably the hardest. They're all hard, but I think this is the hardest. Stop hanging out with people who talk bad about love, who talk bad about the opposite sex or same sex, depending, what they like. Because I used to have very toxic friends, and they always had bad relationships with men, and she always thought that the guy always wanted something in return, and she would like just say what she thought about men, and that they're cheaters, they're not trustworthy, and as a friend, I want to be there for her and listen to her, but like I had to be very selfish. And I didn't do that just with her, but I did with my family, with my parents, with usually it's the older people who are very toxic and negative about love and friends and just a happy type of life that you want to live, like me and like you, so living a free life of happiness and love. So I had to stop kind of talking to my parents about my personal stuff. When they would talk about their problems, I kind of just I would block them, or mentally, or I just started working outside of the house, and I started to be less and less in the house. And all of that together combined, the not watching sad soap operas, sad movies, stop unfollowing a lot of people on social media and only follow positive people, and number 3, stop being around listening to negative people in my actual life. That really helped me speed up my process to reprogramming my mind, and therefore changing my thoughts permanently about self-love, about my SP, about love, about just life in general. That life doesn't suck. That life is not just about work and having a family, and that you can live a happy life even as an adult. Like, happiness doesn't just end when you stop being a kid and when you graduate from high school. Like, you can always be happy. You can feel more love. You can feel more alive, more free. But you have to remove all that toxic environment little by little. Do as much as you can do. If you're at your corporate job, if you're with somebody, with a roommate that you don't like, start doing these little steps, and your energy is going to shift, and then the outside is going to shift as well. Like everything is going to start coming together for you. But first you have to fix the inside, fix your thoughts, fix your belief systems, and you start by changing your environment. So I hope this helped you guys. Leave me any comments below in regards to what I talked about in this video, and if you guys want me to do any types of videos on any kind of content, manifestation, self-love, traveling, art, anything. Okay, well, until next time.